Good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad that you have made it back to the second episode of the Ego Podcast.
Good.
I'm glad you stuck with us throughout that first episode. Justin said some off the wall things, and he may have scared off some of our initial
Come on,
fans,
man. We all grown here. We didn't scare nobody away. Come on.
but
Just wait for the later in today's segment of words Justin shouldn't say.
oh god,
Y'all know something that I don't? Like what kind of what what was that? Like you just looked at him and y'all just smiled. Like what are y'all
you
planning?
will see because Justin has a lot of jokes, and so as you saw last episode at the beginning, my smoke detector did not go off, and he's gonna try to attempt to do that again today, guys. So there we
There it
go.
goes.
There you go, right on cue. Um, just know I change my smoke detector every time it goes off. I have my
Quit
10-year
lying.
batteries in. So,
Quit lying.
anyways, welcome to the second episode. I'm glad you can make it. As you know, Cullen, Justin, Derrick, if you somehow stumbled on to this episode and you haven't seen the first one, go back and click it. You'll get some good laughs and
You're
you'll hear a lot of good opinions on
if
some
you're an
topics.
ADHD individual like all three of us, you're really gonna enjoy it because it was made for you.
We all medicated today though.
Yeah, I
Yep,
remember my
I'm
meds
medicated.
today.
I'm medicated,
All of us
so
took our meds today
we should be quite focused.
in the zone.
You should play the Biden meme when I say that. Oh, it's focused.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
talking about?
regardless of how focused we are, it's gonna go off the rails at some point. So let's just prepare
Let's just
ourselves.
go, man. I honestly think it's better when it's just us three talking like we would out at a restaurant chilling or something. Like,
Okay.
let's do it.
Well, today we have 3 topics that none of each other know about today.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a surprise. Justin may not even know his own, he stated.
Hey, we're all gonna be surprised when my topic comes up.
I'm actually going to let Derrick go first.
Ooh,
Okay, I'm glad about that because well, I wanted to see what y'all said first so I could decide what I was gonna talk about, but like I guess I'll just talk about something pretty normal, pretty widely accessible. So I don't think either of y'all watched the Daredevil Netflix show. Did
Yeah,
y'all?
I
have
just
not.
finished it last night.
You just finished
Hey,
it? Like the
yeah, I
Netflix one?
watched the finale yesterday. Daredevil Born Again.
Okay, so Born Again. Have you watched the Netflix one though?
The
Oh
original?
yeah, the original. Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, cool. So
It's been a while. I didn't like do a recap, but I pretty
yeah,
much remember it.
when we were talking about the best Marvel villains, now that I've watched all that, I realized we did a terrible disservice to Wilson Fisk.
Oh, Kingpin
That
is a good villain.
that might be the best villain that I've seen on anything. And I know you haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna spoil stuff.
I would give Kingpin the best ground level villain.
Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like he could get snapped by Thanos just like anybody else
Yeah.
could. He's still just human. He does have some level of superhuman ability with his strength and his ability to like not die when he gets shot 5 times in the chest. I don't know how, but he's a good ground level villain for sure. Although I think his wife is low key more evil than he is.
Oh yeah, they really leaned into that in the
Yeah.
Born Again series. But what I was gonna say is that he might be ground level, but that level of manipulation that he has that's like
He
whatever
definitely has an
the
intelligence factor there.
that's like galactic level manipulation. So basically, without spoiling stuff, just imagine you trying to take a guy down legally without just like killing him because you don't you don't want to just kill somebody. So you like let's take him down the right way, go through the justice system, get him arrested, and then it's like everything you do, he has somebody somewhere that can get him out and manipulate his way back to where he was. So it's just like watching that happen over the course of 3 seasons of the Netflix show, and then this one season so far,
Yeah.
it got even worse. I didn't think that was possible,
Not to
but
mention, I don't know if y'all watched the Echo series. Like,
yeah, I did.
that was the dude is
Yeah,
always 12 chess moves ahead.
exactly. That's why I said it was a huge disservice to not mention him in that last one.
I I am behind on my Marvel shows. I have not seen Echo or Daredevil. And then I didn't finish what was it, the Agatha?
Oh yeah, I didn't
The
finish that
I
Agatha,
either.
didn't
yeah.
finish I didn't finish it. I got to like the third episode, and then I
Yeah.
just kind of fell off with it. And so like after that, it kind of like just turned me off to watching Marvel shows, I guess. I mean, I know there are probably some good ones out like Daredevil. I've heard a lot of people talking about Daredevil, but I haven't seen the original, so I have nothing to base it off of either. So, but it's on my to-do list of to watch. So,
All right.
Yeah. One thing I will say is the new one, based off of this just first season alone, in comparison to the other Marvel shows on Disney Plus, it's one of the better ones. But in comparison to that original Netflix show, it falls short. But it's
is it
because
There's a
of
connected?
reason for that. I don't know if you know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the original for the Born Again is actually going to
showrunners.
be the first season was double in length.
Yeah.
It was 18 episodes, and they
Is it
got through
not?
the first half of the episodes, and they obviously didn't like the direction. So the last two episodes of this first
And the
season
first one,
was actually directed and produced by the new oversight team. And
who
so that
happens to
whole
also
second
be the
season,
original team.
which is
They came back.
which was technically the second half of the first season originally, they just split it into two seasons. This whole second season is going to be like the last two episodes, which means it's going to be legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
fired that original team. I think it was fired. Something happened. They went a
It
different direction.
was, you remember there was like some type of actor strike or something, or writer strike or whatever. So during that, they couldn't film anything. So
Yeah.
then like Kevin Feige got to watch stuff, saw what they recorded, and was just like, "What are y'all doing?" Like they had
Yeah, Kevin
recorded
Feige was
five
like, "This is
episodes.
trash, bro."
Yeah, they had recorded 5 episodes, and he hadn't suited up once throughout 5 episodes. So it was basically like a Law and Order show, and not
Oh my
not
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
yeah.
But that was all I wanted to say about that. It did that part went kind of short, but I have a secondary topic that I was gonna say just in case that one was short, but I think I'll just
Go
come back
ahead.
around.
Yeah,
No,
Well,
go
the
ahead,
floor
bro.
is yours, my guy.
The
well,
floor is
all right.
yours still,
Well,
sir.
yeah, yeah. Completely opposite side of the spectrum here. I wanted to get y'all's opinions. What's your favorite Christian rap album?
Oh, that's easy for me.
Ooh.
Okay, you go first, Justin.
Rewind by Flame.
Is it that's the one that's an older one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's before he went
yeah.
he switched up on us.
Before he
Um
went into deep Calvinism.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
It's by
he
who?
he's still
Flame,
Flame.
he's
Flame is
like
one of the OG Christian hip hop artists.
he
Like he,
paved the way.
yeah, he was affiliated with the Cross Movement. Cross Movement was like the original godfathers of Christian hip hop, and they connected with Flame, and then Flame kind of started. He went solo under their guidance, and dude,
Yeah.
look up the album Rewind though.
He was really,
Phenomenal album.
really good. I love Flame. And there's still I mean, I can't really bump with his songs now just because it's not the same. But he kind of took a turn, and then his one of his last albums that I listened to, it was about transubstantiation or something like that.
Something like that.
Where
Just put it this way: you
we talked
wouldn't.
about it on Sunday. Not Flame. We talked about transfixiation,
Yeah,
where um the taking of the bread is his actual flesh. And that's what the whole album was kind of going on. And I was like, this is not what I've been listening
How
to.
do you make an entire album off of that one
It's
like
not just that one thing,
concept?
but it was like, it's not symbolism, is what
Yeah.
he was saying in the whole album. And so it was just like a
at the
turn
Last
off.
Supper, Jesus was not cutting chunks of his arm off to feed everybody.
Yeah, the disciples even like questioned that. I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, we're not about to eat you. He's just
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm saying. I wasn't raised to believe that, so I feel like that's why I have a hard time understanding why someone could believe it. But yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
how you
Him
can
and
believe it.
Thistle. I don't know if you remember Thistle.
Dizzle.
Thistle.
Uh, maybe.
Um, trying to see. Thistle, he had the windows down, the song.
I don't really listen to his new stuff, so I don't know.
Here we go.
I will say this though: without Flame, you would not have Lecrae. You would not have your Andy Minios. Like
No.
they ended up getting bigger in name, but trust me, they they would not even be around had Flame not paved the way and started the whole movement.
Let me see. This'll.
And you should go back and check out Cross Movement too, man. They had some great stuff back in the '90s.
You
I know
heard
you
this
weren't
song?
born yet, but why don't you put it up to the mic so we can actually?
I want you to let your windows down. Crank your music up.
Yeah, I've heard snippets of that, but I've never actually listened to it.
Yeah. Old.
Who was that one Christian rapper you sent me a long time ago? It was a song called Dear Slim, and he was like,
KJ52. He's a one of the oldies as well who paved the way. He came along around when those Toby Mac when
Yeah,
Toby Mac came around. So KJ52. He was influenced by Eminem. He actually wrote a song about Eminem named Dear Slim and then sent it and gave it to Eminem. And if you go back and listen to Cleaning Out My no,
I'm cleaning out my closet.
no, it's not that song.
Oh,
Dang. Um no, it's in Relapse. Relapse Reload. It's one of the songs he said I got a letter from a fan that says he was praying for me. He said, "But why would you pray for me when you don't know me?" I don't know if you know Eminem's.
"Yeah, I know, yeah, I know Eminem's
It
entire
was
discography."
it was Relapse. And basically Eminem addressed it, saying a fan he got a letter from a fan saying that he was praying for him and he's like, "Why would you pray for me if you don't know me?" He said he already has God on his side and blah blah blah. And then KJ52 releases a Dear Slim Part 2 addressing that as well. And so
Mm.
he was I think one of the only Christian rappers besides NF to kind of reach somebody big secular, although NF was in a negative way. So
Yeah, I mean, you just mean like reaching somebody like Eminem, because I know Eminem and NF, they had their
um,
shots at each other.
yeah, I mean, I felt that was kind of wrong sided, but
I don't
uh,
even know the full story. I just realized when I caught the bar that Eminem said, I was just like, okay, he kind of cooked on that because he was like, go back to recovery, and then if I did that, I'd just be like every other rapper in the industry, especially an NFing clone of me. And I was like, NF, he gets compared to Eminem all the time. That's a
but he didn't
perfect
do that.
way. I mean, yeah, I was about to say I don't know any of the context. I just know
But
that line.
NF he didn't fire no shots. He just said, "Hey,
Well,
I was
in a
inspired."
way, him kind of taking, I guess it was the recovery era Eminem and kind of making his sound like based around that at one point. Maybe that was just all it took for Eminem to just feel that he deserved a shot from him. But I don't know. That's
But I feel like he didn't even have a recovery kind of feel. Like his stuff was like, "I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm finna stay in my room and cry, and
you
my
know,
mom died."
I like NF, but literally all of his music from the very beginning to now still sounds the same.
I love his most recent album, Happy.
I liked the cloud was it Clouds mixtape or something like that.
That little short mixtape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that one, but I don't
Oh
know.
wait,
A lot
no.
of his stuff is just very similar to previous stuff. Like there's no growth. There's no.
If you listen to
I
his
get
new
that.
album, Hope, it's not Happy. Happy is a song in the song, but the whole album's called
Yeah,
Hope.
hope.
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more upbeat. He basically addresses how he had to kind of go through this trials and everything, and then finally he's happy, but sometimes he still struggles with some of the stuff that he's done. He's forgave his mom and
Yeah,
his dad and everything. He has a baby. I think he has another kid on the way. He's married, and so it's a little bit different than his old stuff. So that was my favorite album so far of what he's done. I haven't heard from him in a while because he's a dad, takes priority. I understand. Me music takes takes priority. So, um,
While we're on that topic, yesterday Cullen tried to tell me that Logic became trash because he had to focus on being a
I never
father.
said he became
And
trash.
well, no, I
You
said he
said that,
became trash, and then Cullen said it's because he had to focus on being a father.
mm,
No, he became
I
trash before he became a
I
father.
I've never liked Logic because he built his whole persona around the fact that he's mixed and he can say the N word.
He did not. That's just all the media took. But
Dude,
that's a whole
he
different
makes a
discussion.
point to say the word in every single song, even when it doesn't fit.
I've heard him say it
Like
like
that song
four
he did, the
times.
song he did with Eminem. Like
Yeah, that was
at the
not
very
necessary
beginning,
at
he
all.
just
That
says
was
it
not
as part
necessary
of
at
an
all.
intro. Like
But
not necessary.
yeah, that was not necessary at all. But no, no,
And I
no.
think he does it because he knows, even for a mixed person, he looks white. He looks as white as I am.
Yeah.
And I think it genuinely seems like he says it just to prove a point that he can say it and get away with it. And I'm just like, dude, like, we get it. You mix. You don't have to keep reminding us.
The logic biracial debate, it goes deep, but I don't want that to take over
Why
what we were
not?
just
We're
at.
talking about it.
Because I want to get
That's
the
what we're here
question
for.
answered.
Let's talk
Like,
about
yeah,
it.
I want to let the ADHD run wild, but I also want to get the answers. Like, I want to hear Cullen's answer and like give mine. So,
What was the question?
Cullen, what's your favorite Christian rap album?
My
Okay, gotcha.
the album the topic that we originally were talking about.
Man, we went off on so many things. I
Yeah,
forgot
people are
there was
like,
even a question, but now I remember. Go ahead.
okay, that is very hard question, Derek, because there's so many.
Break it up into decades. What's your favorite
It's
hip
a
hop album
decades.
from the 90s, in the early 2000s, and the 2010s?
You know, uh, in the '90s, I was still in the womb. I mean, not early till late '90s. I was still in the
All right, then
womb.
let's
So
start with the early 2000s then. Only go back as far as you've been alive.
let's see. Let's see. Toby Mac. No, he's like early 2000s. But no, Lecrae's first album, I think that was a really good classic early on. What was the name of that? Real Talk. Remember Real Talk? 2004. There ain't a song on here I hate.
I'm a little hurt, Cullen,
Why?
because I was hoping you'd say your favorite hip hop album, Christian hip hop album from the late 2000s was the Redemption Story EP by Jay Cook.
Was that late 2000?
Yeah, it was like
Early? I was talking about, I said early 2000s.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then let's see what your answer is for the late 2000s then.
Justin's album was very nice.
Shameless plug, the Redemption Story EP.
I think I might have to say overall, the artist that I never really hate music from is some of the newer low key artists that I've been listening to recently. Dizzy 8, Errol Allen. I think that's how you say his name. I've started following them on them, but their Christian rap, it's always good. Every song that I hear from them is like amazing. Like there's nothing I just listen to and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Cause like some artists you go through and you're like, I like that song, I don't really care for that, I like that, like that.
Yeah.
Every song they released has been fire. And they release a video with every song that they do, and they mix what makes it even better. They mix Christianity with their anime.
Mm,
So they take themes of anime and then they added
yeah.
Christianity to it. And so like every video you see.
You should send them a copy of Book of Acts.
Oh yeah, I will. Whenever
See if they
it's
do
almost
something with it.
whenever it's finished, then I don't even think I introduced Book of Acts last episode. That was the fake episode that we did.
Yeah, it was. It was
So
episode 0.
we'll talk about
When
that
is
a little bit
Volume
later.
3 coming out, by the way?
I'm still working on it. It's just I've been having a little bit trouble lately getting to it. Just because right now I'm doing a lot of freelance stuff. So I'm working on a t-shirt design, and then I'm also working on this video for a company. So it's kind of been taking up my free time trying to do that. But
hey, y'all hop on Amazon. Cullen has a phenomenal Christian manga out called Book of Acts. Volume 1 and 2 is in there. And he's working on Volume 3. Y'all definitely need to check it out. It's a phenomenal read for sure.
Yep. Volume 3 will be the finishing up the series, and you'll see the great conclusion if you've already read. And so I'll have some more series coming on later after that, but I got something special for the ending. So it's going to be hard read, definitely. a lot of pain and torment. But
Oh man,
Children burning.
yeah,
that went dark
not
really fast, bro. Like wow.
it. That was not in the first. No, that wasn't in the second one. That was in the first. Okay, so we're past that, Derek. We're past that.
Hey,
Anyways,
real talk. I I have been trying my best to focus this whole time. Derek, can you please get them braids from out in front of your eyes, man? Like, how do you see, dog? Like,
and may you fix your mic, please, too.
What's wrong? It's right here.
It's supposed to be facing you. It's a dynamic mic, so you
yeah.
I mean, his is facing the exact
Thank you.
opposite
Thank you for
direction of
that, man.
him.
I really appreciate you moving them braids out from in front of your eye.
like this. You see,
Woo.
you had it like up and
Both of
down.
you have it facing backwards,
What do you mean backwards?
like this.
It doesn't. No, you need to talk directly into the tip, not the side of it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
So it doesn't matter what's on top or what's bottom. You need to turn it to where it is.
I'm the one that's not music.
Oh my god.
I'm the one that's not the music recording artist here, so I wouldn't know.
I think we've gone over that every time for episode 0,
Mhm.
episode 1, and now episode 2. We've explained it.
Yeah.
But then again, y'all showed me how to set up the laptop 3 times, and I still can't do it. So, I guess we all have our things.
Yeah. But back to the topic at hand. Dizzy 8 or Errol. I always want to say his name. Errol Allen. I think that's how you say it. Both of them, tit for tat. I can't really choose one or the other because they have two different sounds, but they always drop bangers after bangers. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully y'all see this. But put me on the track too. You know, I would love to join in
Let's
and
do it.
everything else
The
like
thing
that.
about them is I don't think I've ever heard a song with like just one of them, so I don't know whose voice is whose. I just know both of them like on the song.
You've listened to my playlist that I.
Yeah, I mean I listen to it, but I don't like read the song titles.
Oh,
It just
okay.
be playing, and if I hear something that's crazy, then I'll go ahead and like save it to the library.
Dizzy is the one that played on the song with My Hero Academia, with Fable, the rock star guy that you like. That
Did Die Together, the My
Yeah.
Hero one.
that's Dizzy. And then Arrow has like the little deeper, faster
Okay.
voice.
I think I was listening to. Do one of them have like an album where the cover is like a white background with them wearing black, and it's in like black and white?
Yes, that's Arrow. I mean, I
Okay.
said
Yeah,
Arrow.
yeah.
It's Arrow.
I was listening to that album not even too long ago. Yeah, right
That's a
here.
banger too. Yeah, that's a banger album.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of a lot of newer Christian hip hop. Only because, and Cullen, you and I have talked about this a few times, like something in the community of Christian hip hop has drastically changed. It's hard to find genuine followers of Christ that are doing it anymore. I've just, especially like here in the local Memphis area, like I know pretty much all the Christian hip hop artists in the local Memphis area, and I can tell you that I'm not going to call any names, but I can tell you that most of these cats are not practicing what they're preaching. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the words they say in their songs aren't true, but it's once you find out the truth of an individual, it's really hard to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's really hard to take them seriously when you know that they are not following it up with credibility.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I can feel that. A lot of the modern Christian rappers, they like appearance wise, they don't look any different from the just mainstream rappers. So just off of that alone, a lot of the time I'll have to listen and just think like, are they really like practicing what they preach in a way? Like a couple people come to mind. I'm not going to name any of them, but it just seems like a lot of them, I saw Lecrae phrase it this way. He was like, you trading in your old ops for the devil on your song. So instead of rapping about, shooting the ops in the street, you just rapping about shooting the devil with the Bible, but more creatively.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And it's just something I feel so strongly about. Like when I go through we'll call them struggle phases, where I'm in a season where I have probably done some backsliding and I have to pray and repent, I will not write or even try to release music during those times because it's something I feel so strongly about that I don't want to find myself in that same category.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I've gone through that too. There was like a period of time where I haven't just wrote anything. I think like my last album that I dropped was 2020.
Yeah.
And so it's been like 5 years since I dropped like an album. And I think just because after that, I kind of struggled with a little bit like pride and everything else like that. Because 2020, a lot of stuff was going on.
Yeah, man.
And
2020
so
was wild.
when I dropped my album, I didn't get as much hits as I did, even though some of the songs were like even really, really good that I've been told compared to, my past stuff. But I didn't get the hits because everybody was just kind of going through a lot. And so that kind of burnt my pride a little bit. And then after that, I didn't really make any music. And then finally, I felt kind of inspired
Yep.
after getting a little bit things straight. And then I released the song, I think like last year. And
That was Kings Never Die, right?
no, before that,
Oh, okay.
The Return.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and then Kings Never Die right after that. And then, I've been doing a bunch of other things. So
It's
it's
so funny about Kings Never Die, though, because I literally I told you that I'm going to retire and not do it anymore. And literally
Yeah,
less
he
than a week
did.
later, you're like, listen, you're not retired. I need you on this. And I was like, well, all right, why not?
I sure did. I was like, bro, I see Justin on this song. So I mean, I gotta put him
And
on.
dude, I had a great time writing it, and it
It
came
turned out
out
to be
it
really
came out really
good.
great, man. It's funny how God works like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Me,
because
you,
I
and
hadn't done
Tom.
anything in like 2 or 3 years. I was just like, at the time, I'm like, I'm almost 40. Like, I got a career. I got my wife, my kids. Like, I'm just, if I write something, I'll write something, but it's not going to be my focus anymore. And literally,
Yeah.
maybe 4 days went by, and Cullen's like, hey, man, I'm calling you out of retirement before you are really officially retired.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you did. I had a great time.
Yeah. More music on the way. Me and Justin have a little project we're working on. Well, I should say working on. We're going to be working on more as I have a lot of extracurricular activities I'm doing at the moment, and so it's been kind of holding me up. But once I finish Book of Axel 3 and this side projects I'm doing, I will be free. I'm not going to take any other comics, or mangas, aka mangas, or right now. But then we can focus on music.
Yeah.
So we'll be
And I've
hitting on
been
the
dealing
gas.
with my house renovation and stuff like that. My life has been utter chaos.
Yep. So as you see, we are human. We
Absolutely.
go through stuff as Christians. We have our ups and our downs, and we struggle, and we, rise. And so it's just got to ride the waves of life,
Yeah.
hills and the valleys, but praise them in the valleys and the hills. So,
Derrick, did you ever answer your own question?
I didn't.
What's your favorite Christian hip hop album?
Okay, I'll answer that, but I also want to say shout out to Tom Cook on Kings Never Die. Such a great guy, Such a nice guy.
Tom is very nice guy.
I
Yeah,
never
great
met him, but
voice.
he's got a phenomenal voice. I really enjoyed the collab with him.
You should hear his personal album. He has like a ZZ Top kind of feel.
Oh, nice.
ZZ Top Christian album. So
I could be down with that. I could be
like
down
it was like it's different. Like I didn't expect it to be like that because he did an album before then. Went on a tangent, but it was like a praise and worship album. But then he released his little solo joint,
Nice.
and I was like, oh, I see some ZZ Top up in there.
I see you.
And then he had some AC/DC kind of feel up in there, and so I was like, okay.
Nice.
Okay. So,
I think you'll love Tom. He's we found out he's the same race as Logic, so that's a great thing. We didn't know that.
He was adopted, and he found his birth parents' names, and he's half black.
Yeah, but you can never tell that by just looking
I'm
at
just
him.
rocking with the 2% from my ancestors.
You look at Tom. That's the whitest dude you ever meet.
Yeah.
He's whiter than you.
So
I wonder
now
if he thought to himself, I can say it now.
That's what Andrew's joke to me. He said, Cullen, Tom can say that.
I think that's how I found out too. Like Cullen pulled me to the side and was like, "Yo, did you hear the news?" And I'm like, "What news?" It's like, apparently Tom can say the word. I'm like, "What?" Okay, let me answer my own question. I thought about this when I decided that this was my favorite Christian rap album last year. but it is Restoration or Lecrae's
For
2020
Lecrae,
album. Is it Restoration or is it like Restored?
it's I know
How's
what
it
you're
gonna be your
talking.
favorite album? You don't even know the name of it.
Okay, that's a good point. I would also like to clarify. I've only been in this space for almost 2 years. I didn't grow up with
I know you did not choose that album,
that
Restoration.
album. Yeah, that album. No, go. Yeah, that's
Nah.
the
This,
deluxe. That
Hang
yeah,
on.
album,
Let's put
no
this on.
misses.
Let's put this on pause, and we're gonna give Derrick some homework. And it's not gonna be a full blown
I'm not
topic.
doing it.
No, it's not gonna be a full blown topic. But when we come back with episode 3, I want the real answer to that question. And let's give him some really mint Christian
Okay.
hip hop albums to listen to. Flame's first 2 albums has to be on that list. The first one is self-titled Flame, and the second one is Rewind, which is my favorite.
I think Restoration is better than Flames, though.
Are we? What are we basing this like favorite?
It's just off your taste. It's not based off anything.
Favorite anything is not. It's not equal to best. So for me to say that's
Yeah.
my favorite Christian rap album, I'm not saying that's the
I
best
guess
Christian
that's
rap
true.
album.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fair.
just my favorite.
But
So-
my argument was, how can you call it your favorite if you don't even know the name of it?
Well, I didn't remember if it was Restored or Restoration.
He had it first. He had to write it first. So
All right.
Because there's a song called Restored, or it's called
Yeah.
Restoration.
it's for called Restored.
Okay,
Restore Me.
that always no, that's a
Oh
different
no,
song.
it's Restored
The-
by
yeah.
Hovey. With Hovey.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
has like 4 people on it.
And then
But
Cross Movement's last 2 albums, phenomenal.
You see, I think Flame is great, and all his albums were really really good. I just feel like he was good for his time,
Yeah. Well,
and so like I feel like he can't really compete with
no,
newer
lyrically,
age.
He can compete with anybody. He can compete with anybody out there today.
Yeah, lyrically, he was a lyricist, but like
But-
I just feel like his sound
Well, again,
is for a
it's-
certain
It's
age.
based on your taste, right? Like I was around when those first 2 albums came out.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, there are things from today's time that I really like. Like Andy Mineo's got several songs out there that I'm a fan of. And
yeah.
even Lecrae, even though I don't necessarily agree with his mindset these days, he has songs out there that are absolutely phenomenal. But the question was, what is your favorite Christian hip hop album?
Yeah, so favorite's not best. I understand.
Rewind by Flame.
also, I think I should also mention that I noticed a while back, I like music, and even not just music, even shows and stuff. I like them so much more when I put myself onto it rather than someone tell me to watch it. And like I can list so many examples of people telling me to watch something or listen. Cullen told me to listen to Andy Mineo so many times. He sent me plenty of songs, and I just was not feeling them. But then one time, I just went and listened to some Andy Mineo like on my own, out of my own volition, and I was like, you know what? He kind of got a nice flow. I can't lie. Like I was just listening when I pulled up here. I think it was Lecrae and Andy Mineo. Good Lord, I think.
Hey, coming in
Yeah.
hot was
Coming in
Yeah.
hot was cool.
pun intended, it was a fire song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know if it was just a combination of you sending me the wrong songs or just me not wanting to like what somebody else showed me. But
I think it
regardless,
was just your hard headedness. So Derek is very hard headed.
He don't
regardless,
want to accept the fact that somebody put him on. If he don't find it himself, he,
Mhm.
nah, I
he-
can
he got some
accept
stubbornness
He
there.
liked Miles Smith, but he was like, I can't listen to him because Fortnite
because
put me on.
Fortnite put me on. I can't lie. Like I was like, I can't be a
But
Fortnite.
Miles Smith is really really good. I've been a big fan. Even Fortnite put me on. I'm gonna say it. Fortnite put me on.
Man, you
Okay,
know how many songs that I didn't even know
I have-
existed till TikTok put me on to them?
There you
like
go.
The song? You like the song?
I have
You
no
just gotta
problem.
accept it, bro.
I have no problem
You
admitting
just gotta
if
accept
somebody
it.
puts me on to something. Like a couple years ago, he's a secular rapper, but his name's DC the Don, and my friend Eddie, he put me onto him, and he ended up being one of my favorite rappers.
See,
That was
I
way
don't know.
before I was.
I just be questioning you.
Yep.
I'd be questioning you putting, because you be rejecting or not even doing, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, take a listen to this, man. Don't ever do it. He put me on to some stuff, and then I be listening to it immediately.
Mhm.
So you just see the kind
I'll
of
add it
friendship
to
we have.
I'll add it to my music library for
Oh,
me to
hey,
listen
bro.
to later.
I'm like, hey, bro, you listen to it, bro? Nah. Hey, bro, you watched it? Nah.
Okay, watching stuff. Yeah, I really procrastinate.
Justin
to watch
messaged
stuff.
me. Should I watch Attack on Titan? Yeah, go watch it. Finishes the season 2 weeks later.
Less than
That's-
2 weeks.
You haven't recommended me
The whole
nothing Attack
season.
on Titan level. Like that's different.
Now he's not lying when I tell you all seasons in less than 2 weeks.
That's Attack on Titan though. Like
I
that's
went
understandable.
But I was very confused when he was on
No.
season
I
4
did an
already.
entire, and I want you to think about the episode count here. I did an entire Naruto rewatch in like less than 2 months.
Take my camera.
See there?
My bad.
Think about the episode count there.
Talking about Naruto and Shippuden, or just Naruto?
No, he just did
Both.
Naruto. Oh, you did
Okay.
I
both?
did both.
Okay. Filler
Wait,
too?
what?
Huh?
Filler?
There was one season I completely skipped because I realized that it was a whole season of filler. After I just finished one whole season of filler, I was like, dude, can we get back to storyline? So I
But
kind of did some
still,
skimming,
like,
but I only skipped one season.
This boy.
Shippuden is 500 episodes, and 250 of it is filler. So you still watched a ton of filler.
I did.
This man
I went
freaking.
I try not to watch series anymore because when I start something that I like, it will
I
consume
understand.
my life until
I
it's over.
completely understand.
I got some new
Which is why I
anime.
refused to start One Piece because I started it and I really liked it, but then I realized I was like, I have 37.
Just wait till the new one comes out.
302
Yeah.
episodes to get.
You can watch the One Piece.
Just wait till the One Piece comes out. They're remaking it and cutting all the filler. So instead of like
It's kind
1,000,
of like Dragon Ball Z Kai.
yeah, but they're cutting even more.
Oh,
So
good.
I think it's only going to be like 400 episodes or something.
And then I would do that.
I got a bunch of new anime recommendations for y'all, but we can do that later on. I've been on a kick of just going. I found a anime that's like Demon Slayer, but I love it so much more.
My homegirl at work, she turned me on to Demon Slayer. Absolutely loved it. You turned me on to Solo Leveling, which I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I'm going to.
Peak.
Season 2 is peak.
Peak.
Let's go. See, I'm
Season
gonna end up
2
starting it, and it's over with. I really
destroys season 1.
My family is gonna be very mad at you because I'm about to go on a bender again.
Season 2 destroys season 1 completely.
And season 1 was phenomenal.
Season 1 was phenomenal, but season 2,
Even
oh
better.
my god! Every episode,
I need to watch a
was
recap of season 1.
They
but
do it in the beginning, I
they do it?
believe.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited now.
Dang.
I mean, I forget how many episodes of Solo Leveling, and I liked it, but I just wasn't hooked enough to keep watching it after, like, I forgot I was watching it and then remembered it like a month later, and it was just like, I don't even remember.
I just
When are
can't
we
trust
getting
this
our
dude.
follow-up movies for Demon Slayer?
This year, I think,
Because
for one.
instead of doing a final season, they're going to split it up in like 3 movies or something.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dragging it.
They're going
Okay.
to drag it for 3 years.
That's messed up.
I think it's
That's
desperately time for one of y'all to introduce the second topic 40 minutes into the episode.
Like we
I'm
just
so
now
sorry.
we finally got warmed up and everybody's.
I mean, we've had technically like a bunch of multi-topics.
You know what I love though? We had our topic, but we went on so many side quests. We are powered up now.
Yeah. So I mean, but I do have to make dinner for my family. So
This man.
we can't go on too much more tangents. So
All right. Well, on today's episode of Words That We Shouldn't Say on the Air, Justin did not come up with a topic. He decided to freeball it today. So, in this exact moment, what I would like to talk about is what we've already been talking about. Let's keep going on the anime trend because I'm enjoying that conversation.
okay. Well, so I guess what's the topic? Just talking about anime, or
Actually, I want to talk about how One Piece is severely overrated, and Dragon Ball is the greatest anime of all time.
I was just waiting to see Cullen look at me. Look, the rage bait is not going to work on me. It's not going to work.
people, if you don't know, Justin is a huge Dragon Ball fan, and Derek is a mediocre One Piece fan. And so,
What does that mean?
because have you even caught up?
If I've watched 1,200 out of 1,300 episodes, you can't say that's a mediocre fan.
Here's the thing. I don't think, sort of like if you don't vote, you don't get to complain about the president. I don't think you have an argument to make about one anime being greater than the other if you've never actually seen every episode of the anime you're arguing for.
I'm glad you said that because you've hated on One Piece plenty of times, and I've said that same thing
But
to
I'm
you.
not arguing for One Piece. I'm arguing for Dragon Ball, and I promise I've seen
Against One
everything.
Piece.
I have tried to
You
watch
both are
One
making
Piece.
sense.
I've
I've
tried to watch One
watched
Piece.
a good amount of
Put it
Dragon
this
Ball.
way, I've never fallen asleep in an episode of Dragon Ball. I have
I
fallen
have.
asleep on several episodes of One
I've
Piece.
fallen asleep. I used to put on Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, but like the original Dragon Ball. I used to put that on specifically to go to sleep at one point.
That's completely different, though.
Dragon Ball Z itself, I don't remember if I fell asleep on that. I was enjoying it. I was in the Planet Namek
Listen,
arc where I
Dragon Ball may not be the original anime, but it was the anime that took anime outside of Japan.
I,
And
as
it
a
might be the
mediator,
only anime where you've got English dubs, Spanish dubs,
Jamaican
Korean
dude.
dubs, Jamaican dubs.
Hey, if I hear Jamaican Goku, I'm turning it off, bro. I don't want it. if Goku walk
Kamehameha.
in,
Could you imagine a Jamaican dude saying Kamehameha?
no,
Oh my god. Vegeta looking at Goku. One love, brother.
Oh my god!
if I see Goku with some wicks and some locks, I'm turning it off and I'm not turning it back on. That's not happening.
Man.
I'm finna cry. Oh my god. As a mediator between the two, I have seen both to the fullest extent. Dragon Ball Z is the most inspirational anime. For fight scenes, I think One Piece gets the fights.
I think you just got it backwards.
No, I wouldn't say One Piece is
Nah, bro,
inspirational.
'cause
One Piece,
nothing is more epic than the 35 episodes that took 5 minutes for
no, that's
Planet
horrible.
Planet Namek to blow up. That fight between Goku and Frieza during the supposed 5 minutes, it was really like 20 episodes. That was peak fight scenes right there.
Pacing, Dragon Ball wins against One Piece.
But that's because the like filler parameters, they have to be a certain amount of time behind the manga. If that wasn't that, like if you just compare manga to manga, the pacing
How
I've
about
heard is
just go
good.
seasonal?
They flipped the script in Dragon Ball Super. The manga was actually behind the anime.
Yeah.
And then the manga kept going even after the anime
Yeah.
stopped.
Pacing right now, as it stands, Dragon Ball wins.
Yeah.
Story wise, I think One Piece has the more deeper story,
Of course,
the more stuff that's more thought out and
course.
connected, as especially just more recent episodes that you're seeing of stuff that's just been hidden that they've been connecting since the beginning. I'm like, okay, I see you.
Foreshadowing to
I see
to
you
its
cooking there.
fullest.
Kind of like what Attack on Titan did.
I think Attack on Titan does it better.
Attack on Titan does it better, but
yeah.
they're trying to cook. I see them. Dragon Ball, it's kind of like more of just a linear kind of thing. You still see people get brought up from the past and stuff like that.
They
Stuff like
have
that.
their overarching arc for that season, but
Yeah.
but they've gotten better. Like Super, like they've already planted seeds for like potentially a Sadala arc. They planted the seeds for Ultra Instinct way back after Battle of Gods and in Resurrection F. So I mean,
They're getting better.
but when I think of the greatest anime of all time, right, I'm looking at everything. I'm not just the cartoon anime. I'm looking at the manga. I'm looking at the movies. And Dragon Ball is definitely it. No one can make an argument that it doesn't belong on the anime Mount Rushmore because it literally paved the way.
Yeah, I agree.
For all anime, we would not have Solo Leveling on Netflix had Dragon Ball not came over in the early 2000s / late 90s, where we had to watch the entire Saiyan arc in the first half of the Frieza arc 5 times before they got the remaining episodes from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
See, y'all don't know that, but I was like in high school when that went down on Toonami. Had to watch
I
the
was
commercials.
in
You had to
elementary
run to
school.
the bathroom during the commercial and run your behind back so you didn't miss nothing.
I was in elementary school when GT aired.
And you know, I've seen, as much as I'm not a fan of it, I
Actually,
watched
no.
every episode of GT.
I love GT. That's another hot
liked
topic.
Parts of it, and honestly, I probably would have loved it, but I didn't like the fact that
Actually, I wasn't even in elementary school. GT ended in 97. I was just born.
Yeah. So the thing about GT that I didn't like was he never actually came out of being a kid unless he did his Super Saiyan 4 trick. Like,
Yeah, I wish
they could have closed that chapter of the book by letting him be an adult again. But I know why they didn't. He was so OP'd by the end of Z that the only way they could scale him down was to turn him into a kid.
Be him a
again.
kid.
By the way, I really enjoyed Daima. Daima was really good. You just don't know. All right. But, I mean, as far as One Piece goes, I personally feel One Piece is overrated because all the people that argue for One Piece, a lot of them are like Derrick. They're arguing for it, but they're not even super fans of it. So how can you argue for it if you're not a super fan? Number one.
Out of both of those, what I would watch more, like just, I enjoy watching more would be Dragon Ball, just because.
Okay, here's a valid question then. Since you have seen both, all of them, which one would you rather do a rewatch on right now? Or if you're seeing snippets on like Facebook or TikTok or something.
If One Piece cut the filler compared to Dragon Ball, I would still probably watch Dragon Ball. It's a more passionate kind of feel. One Piece, I mean, it's a open concept at this point, and it's kind of hard to kind of grasp on to that. I mean, and it's not as inspirational, I should say. It has inspirational moments, but like everybody wanted to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to freaking lift in a time chamber. I mean, fight in a time chamber and anti-gravity thing,
Yes.
You see all over sports people doing the Kamehameha and all that. It's just iconic. One Piece is good, but Dragon Ball is iconic. And so
I'll be honest, One Piece is not even in my top 3. It's in my top 5, but it's not my top 3.
It's not my top 3
that
either.
Could be an add-on to the topic. What is your top 3, Derrick?
For sure, One Piece at number one.
This is not what's the best. This is your preference, like with the album.
Well, I will say that, and then on top of this, saying One Piece is my favorite, I still think One Piece is the best. I'm just saying that. I'm saying that anyway.
At the end of the day, it's all opinion based, even if you are wrong.
I feel like if One Piece had the pacing, if One Piece had great pacing, because I've admitted plenty of times, I've said it was atrocious. I think that's the word I used.
So slow.
If it had like really good pacing, I don't think there'd be a single flaw about it. But yeah, like, and I'm gonna make a tangent on this tangent. I don't understand how you think that One Piece has better fights and Dragon Ball has better story. I think it's literally the other way around. Like, I feel like Dragon Ball is known for its fighting, just like big people punching each other.
Basically the same.
In One Piece?
No, I mean like in Dragon Ball. Like, they go at it, somebody gets tired or somebody loses their power or don't finish them off too quickly and everything. It's pretty kind of copy and paste, but it's still iconic moments. Like in Daima, whenever he went 4 and hit that Kamehameha, blew through the planets. I mean through the the dimensions and everything else like that. That was great.
We finally got to see Vegeta in Super Saiyan 3. That was pretty epic. Because it's always been speculated over the years. Can he just not do it, or has he chosen not to use it? Well, no, he knew how to do it. He figured it out. He just has chosen not to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say this, and then I'll give my top 3 and leave it alone. I think y'all know IShowSpeed, the streamer. Mm-hmm. So I saw him a clip of him talking about. They asked him who he loves more, Luffy or Ronaldo, and like he's known for just absolutely meat riding Ronaldo, but he said that he loves Luffy more than.
Hang on.
He says that he loves Luffy more than.
Episodes of things you shouldn't say on air. We're gonna go with Derrick's.
Meat
riding.
That's a pretty commonly used term.
I'm not the only one. Raw dogging your way through life is a commonly used.
I think that was worse.
Worse than Justin.
I think that was worse than Justin's.
Saying that
meat riding is pretty straightforward and graphic.
If I said, like I said, meat riding, I could have said something else.
That sounds worse. That was just
worse.
Pretty like.
Look, I'm not offended. I actually thought it was perfect, and to hear it come out of your mouth was absolutely epic. So it's Cullen he's the most conservative out of all 3 of us.
No, that's like like I said, commonly used term. That's the only way to describe what speed does to Ronaldo. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I guess I can't say it again, but that's
Nah,
what it
say it.
is.
Say it.
I didn't
Be
say.
proud of
I
it.
didn't.
But he's basically saying he sweats. He's always sweating and simping over Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I like your
anyway,
version way better.
anyway,
Look, this is
on
still an adult podcast, people. We ain't cussing. We ain't being derogatory. Just is what it is.
okay, yeah. So he feels that way about Ronaldo, but he still said that Luffy means more to him, and even went as far as to say that Luffy saved his life and that he was suicidal, and it was like the pandemic. He was at home, nothing to do, and then he found One Piece and just ended up binge watching it and just watching Luffy and being so inspired. That's what like basically saved his life. So,
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm not knocking that it's a good anime. Like I never want.
but he said Dragon Ball is more inspirational, but like that's
Well,
Luffy's.
that's
No.
Like
that's for that one individual though.
I mean, but
I
I
could say
guess
that Dragon
I
Ball
guess
saved my life because it kept me off the streets every
There's a
afternoon.
whole
Yeah.
restaurant after Dragon Ball
there's restaurants after One Piece too.
Dude,
That
they have an entire resort
in
based off
America.
of Dragon Ball. That
In
you can, like,
America.
there's
spend the
probably
night
one
at.
in America. But no, I was gonna say, yeah, I think same thing for me. Like Luffy really inspires me. So
Okay.
that's really where the I guess adoration for One Piece really comes from. Is like just watching Luffy's journey. Like I had to do a kind of a mock interview the other day at my school, and I ended up just kind of yapping about Luffy being so inspirational and him he has his goal, and even though it's a really unachievable goal, he doesn't shy away from it, and he'll say it as loud as he wants to whoever will listen. So I just
I
thought
mean,
that,
I get that and everything, but Goku.
seeing him go Super Saiyan is just that
Yo,
I
inspiration.
mean, not just Super Saiyan,
they
but
finally
like
showed Piccolo some love and gave Piccolo a
they
transformation.
gave him too much love.
I don't know. I kind of like Orange Piccolo. I mean, he looked goofy, but
The
he
power
needed a
scaling,
power up. He
the
needed a
power scaling they just gave him.
But here's the thing: Piccolo been training all these years on the side. Like he was obviously stronger.
He ain't Ultra Instinct strong,
Well, not even in Orange Piccolo, he's not Ultra Instinct strong.
but they just Tori Taro was his name.
Toyota, nah. Piccolo is probably more. Orange Piccolo is probably closer to Blue Evolution Vegeta.
Well, he said Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, Orange Piccolo, and Beast Gohan are relatively the same power level. That's why he wrote that's why on the cover that he just released, they're all together.
But relatively is not necessarily the same. Like it puts
I mean,
him
I
in the
guess.
same conversation.
He shouldn't be.
But
he
we
shouldn't
already
be-
know Orange Piccolo is not the same strength as Beast Gohan because Orange Piccolo couldn't beat Cell Max, where
Of
Beast,
course.
whereas Beast Gohan just bodied him. So
I just don't think that he should have chose his words better than
I think
relatively.
he did. But
It should
But it
be
definitely puts him in the conversation again and makes him relevant in a fight again. Because let's be honest, Piccolo was becoming Tien and Yamcha. It was
he was.
other than his fighting skill and his fighting knowledge and his
They need to
IQ.
give my boy Krillin some love.
Now Krillin is the next one that needs a little power up for sure. Because listen, Krillin and Gohan threw hands with all of them cats from Frieza's army in the Namek saga. Krillin
Yeah.
deserves a little love. That and he can't listen. His wife could beat the mess out of him. They need to get that man a little bit of a power up somehow. Like let that man go
Derry
to the
sitting here
Eternal
lost.
Dragon.
This is how I feel every time y'all talk about Dragon Ball in the group
Okay,
chat.
well let's
Y'all-
get back
like
to
y'all.
it then. Instead of top 3, let's do this. Let's go top 4. Let's say what is your anime Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, we're going. This will be the wrap up
Yeah,
situation.
let's just spit out
We're wrapping it
characters.
up right here.
Like what I think of overall all anime like influence wise, or just
No, just you. Your favorite top 4.
What's your top?
Let's do
4?
top. Let's do top 5.
All right, top 5. Work.
well, Luffy at number 1.
Luffy. You mean One Piece?
Are we doing characters or
No.
No,
We're
no,
doing
no, no,
anime.
no. Anime.
okay? Yeah, Luffy at 1. I'll say Naruto at number 2 for similar reasons. He's like also all about his goals and all that. Zenitsu from Demon Slayer at number
Wait,
3.
Are we going with people? I thought we were going
No.
with shows.
Shows.
So One Piece is your number one. Naruto is your number two. Demon
Okay,
Slayer is your
no.
number three.
One Piece is number one. Attack on Titan's number two.
Okay.
Naruto is number three. I guess Demon Slayer. Nah, I'm gonna say My Hero.
My Hero Academia is number four. What would be five?
What's 5?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. All right, go Cullen.
Number 1. That's hard. That's really hard to pick a one. Here's my top 5 in no particular order.
Yeah, it's just your Mount Rushmore. It doesn't have to
Mount
be.
Rushmore. Attack on Titan. Bleach.
Bleach was good.
Especially 1,000 Year Blood War that just released. Let's see. Dragon Ball Z. Watch so many. Let's see. Jujutsu Kaisen.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I've heard great things.
Season 2, peak. Made history. Number 5. I would not put Demon Slayer in there. I think it's overrated, but that's another.
Solo.
I can't say Solo because Solo is good, but like the story's kind of linear.
It is, but and not only that, it's still really new. Can you put
It's
it on
still
a Mount
really-
Rushmore when we're only 2 seasons
Yeah,
into something?
I
brand
just
new?
can't
Yeah.
put him on a Mount
That's
Rushmore,
true.
and it's hard to even put JJK really on a
'Cause it's
Mount
also new.
Rushmore. It's new, but I finished the whole manga series. I finished them all,
Nice.
and so I know what happens at the end. I wouldn't call it the best ending ever, but dang, number 5. It's either gonna have to go. It has to go to Naruto. I can't not put Naruto on there.
And Naruto's just another one of those that like paved the way with Dragon Ball. And
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
My top 5, and these are in the particular order. Dragon Ball is number 1. My Hero Academia is number 2. Naruto is easily number 3. I will give One Piece number 4, and my number 5 would be Demon Slayer. I would tie number 5 with Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Even though Attack on Titan's newer, I really did enjoy
Demon
it.
Slayer and Attack on Titan tied.
I was about to say, I don't think Demon Slayer should be in the same
No, for
sentence.
different
That's-
reasons. For different reasons. For different I equally enjoyed them, but for different reasons as well.
That's fair.
Oh. I think Demon
The
Slayer.
storytelling on Attack on Titan was
I feel
one of the
like-
best stories.
I feel
Demon
like-
Slayer is lackluster with just amazing animation.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like I get distracted by how good the animation is that I forget
so
the story
lackluster.
is
Like-
just so standard.
His sister, he's trying to search for his sister to get human again and everything and training. I mean, the whole training arc was boring. And then, but you got that one scene at the end of the season that would just kind of overshadow the whole boring season of everything exploding.
But to be honest, that's what I like about Demon Slayer. I love the build up. I love the man, what are they doing with this? And then in the final episode, you're like, it just like all ties together.
Yeah.
That's what
I
like
just
about it.
rather sacrifice some animation budget for the story budget.
That's fair. That's totally
And
fair.
JJK season 2, I think, did that. I mean, they didn't have the best animation, but that story build up towards the end, leaving you finishing season 2, you're just like, what did I just watch? Like, I feel destroyed inside.
I feel like imagine One Piece with JJK pacing. Is that not the greatest? Like
That would be good. That would be really good.
But you want to talk about inspiration, though. I don't think anybody has a better story arc than Deku from MHA. I mean, that dude literally had no powers, and the emotional trauma that kid has been through.
And then I'm not finna spoil it.
you already did.
I spoiled it for him.
Oh yeah, you
You're
haven't.
gonna be
spoiled it.
very mad at the end.
Look,
I
listen.
mean,
imagine
stuff ain't out yet, is it?
the manga
manga
is.
is?
Oh yeah, I haven't read.
Imagine
Put the fries in the bag, bro.
Imagine the manga finishes and then Cullen finds out what the ending is, so he just goes, "Hey, did you hear this?"
It might not
For
match
no
up
reason,
though, because the Dragon Ball manga and the anime didn't always match up.
They already said that they're doing it, and then people are gonna be. So I just said, put the fries in the bag, bro.
All right, then.
That's my little hint.
Man,
I'm not gonna go read the manga. I'm gonna wait. But
We should have talked about Invincible season 3.
That was we'll say that for next time, y'all.
hey, you want to talk about some we'll call them American animes? Boy, don't nothing beat Samurai Jack back in the day, boy. Samurai Jack was a
Go
different
watch
level.
this new one, Devil May Cry, Netflix.
Okay, I've seen the thing for it, but I haven't watched it.
Peak, 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 peak. I love track list, peak. They brought back some old bands. They brought Linkin Park. They got Evanescence in there. Like track list, fire through the
Nice.
whole show. Like it takes you back when you hear that Evanescence. They had like one of their old songs. You know, their popular songs.
Probably Bring Me to Life.
Yep. And then the new song, which they released on there, hasn't come out, Afterlife. So really cool, really cool. So
Nice.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
Evanescence, but Paramore is by far, a little
I
better.
like Paramore a lot.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for
Absolutely.
listening to us on our tangents. What are you doing?
Nothing.
You said something.
I'm ready for the outro, man.
Thank you guys for joining us on our tangent. We did not get to all of our topics, but I will make sure that we tell them all next time. So here's to season 2 and Justin Sound Machine. Thank you for hanging with us if you haven't dropped off already. Goodbye.